Good day, viewers. You're once again welcome to my YouTube channel. As usual, I'll bring you the very best. Ngozi Orabueze has declared no election in the southern east of Nigeria, and the internet is currently buzzing. The Biafrans have stood beside her strongly to say, until Nnamdi Kanu is released, there is no election because of the injustice treatment they've been giving to the Biafrans. Mr. Ralph, this is just coming out. What would you have to say concerning this?
Generally, it is obvious that in 2019, 2020, 2022, I think, 2022 to be precise, or 21, when Charles Soludo was elected into office, there was an agreement that Nnamdi Kanu should be released. Yes, that was the concrete agreement we had with Nigerian nation. We actually, played along, supported them, and the Buhari administration played that politics. That Kanu will be released before Soludo's election. In Anambra State, we come out en masse after giving our vote to Soludo. Soludo become governor. When Soludo finishes his tenure, it was Obiano, William Obiano. After finishing his tenure, Charles Soludo come in, and we were promised in Anambra State that Kanu will be released before the election. On waiting for Kanu's release, none of them was serious about releasing Kanu. That was why the then administration of Muhammad Buhari wanted to declare a state of emergency in Anambra State, where I come from. Obiano said, tried it. Tried state of emergency in Anambra State, Igbo land. We will show you that we are the progenitors of the Igbos. The Igbo nationalities, the Igbo nations all over the world, both Igbo Nigeria, Igbo Gabon, Igbo Cameroon, Igbo Jamaica, Igbo Trinidad and Tobago, Igbo Haiti is from Anambra. We charged at that useless former president of Nigeria, Muhammad Buhari, a very useless man. We were waiting for state of emergency. Do you know that they were shocked? Actually, what we did in Anambra State, we voted him the second tenure, and at the end of the day, we did not see Nnamdi Kanu's release. Kanu was still being held. We said, okay, let it be another date, which should be 2023. No more election. Everybody, they campaigned. The Biafran Army, Liberation Army, the ESN, Biafra government in exile, everywhere. This useless Nigerian president, Muhammad Buhari, could not live up to his expectations. And we actually remembered to him what he promised us in the past about releasing an innocent man who is agitating for self-realization, self-determination, and independence of Biafra. Of course, it's not an abomination. Yet till today, Kanu is in the prison. A Yoruba man become Nigerian president, release his brother Sunday Igbo, who was actually agitating for Oduduwa Republic, the Biafra Republic, to release Nnamdi Kanu. They failed to do so. Ethnic bigotry. That's why Kanu is still there. Igbo left there as an illiterate, beginning right now to campaign for APC because he did not go to school. After they gave him money as a bushman, he collected it. So, listen, my brother. Currently, every Nigerian is looking towards 2027. It's gonna be great. Because we actually come out with our Prime Minister in exile, Her Excellency Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, that we are not going to cast vote, let alone tea. No vote, no tea, no vote in Igbo land, except Nnamdi Kanu is released by this wicked regime of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, a regime that is bent on ethnic bigotry, telling us lies that we are one Nigeria. We are not one Nigeria. Who is one in Nigeria? Is it not Yoruba and the Fulani that has been rubbishing and destroying this nation? You are saying one Nigeria. One Nigeria, Igbo man is not among. One Nigeria is for their Hausa, Fulani, Yoruba nation. They are the one Nigeria we are not among. See, let me tell you. Listen and listen good. 2027 is how many months now? They have actually fixed the election times table, coming out with the point that January is fixed for presidential election in Nigeria. And it's like it's going to be the same date for gubernatorial election and the rest of the public office, positions. They should all be, decided one day. Who is interested in Igbo land to cast vote when Nnamdi Kanu, that has not committed no offense, is languishing in Sokoto prison, and Yoruba man is trying to play game to Igbo man? Which game does he know? Tinubu doesn't know game. Tinubu is not an intelligent man. If he is, Nigeria would have been a free country now. People would have been rejoicing. Look at Yoruba man. Because Igbos are in Southwest, you are claiming you are too big. Come to Southeast and thrive. Let us see. The way situations of things are going in the Southeastern Nigeria, if you don't work hard, you can never make it in that land. Because that place is not for the crooks and criminals. If you are not industrious in Igbo land, you can't make it. That's why you see the industrious Igbos waxing strong in the Southeastern Nigeria, making sure that poverty rate is zero, low in Igbo land. That is what indicates how hardworking are the Igbos. So we are looking towards 2027 to know how they are going to dribble us. Say na Jagaban now. He said na him be Jagaban. Say nobody go stop him. Foolish politicians in Nigeria actually sideline the Igbos, not knowing that you can never do without Igbo man in Nigeria. North, northeast, north, core, north, mid-north, north, northwest. You can never do without an Igbo man. Let me assure you, if you want to be free on this political landscape, do whatever you want to do within the umbrella of politicking or politics. Remember how Muchud Abiola boasted in Imo State he could do without Igbo man. That was during the election of 1993 that actually generated the most political impacts and controversy in Nigerian history. He actually boasted he was not going to do without Igbo man. When the Wahala started, Abiola was not given that result, that presidency. Until that, he was denied of his mandate because of talk too much against a tribe that has not done you wrong, against a tribe that has not offended you, against a tribe that is the engine house of Nigerian economy. But because they are Igbos, you know how to sideline them, you know how to subjugate them. I can do without Igbos, like birds. He ranted and ranted and ranted, chirped and chirped. I mean SHIRP, chirps. That's the noise made by the bird, kush. And right now he has failed. He had failed. Failure. Everlastingly. Because he posted he could not do without Igbo. So let me tell you, this current election, they make sure that Nnamdi Kanu is out of that Sokoto cage where they illegally incarcerated him by a man that is law blind, law illiterate, Minister or Justice James Omotocho. They cage him there. Kanu must come out before the election of 2023 or else.
Mr. Raf, you said it all. I know that a lot of viewers will be curious to hear the question I want to ask you, because currently there is serious panic in Aso Rock. The PAN president, Mr. Masanga from Uganda, has already issued a very serious ultimatum to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that he should release Nnamdi Kanu. So there is serious panic and there is serious currently happening in the Aso Rock, and a lot of people have come out to say, do you think that this will result to Nnamdi Kanu release as soon as possible?
Yeah, I see it resulting to more than that, because Kanu release has been actually gazetted in the plans of United Nations that actually gave Nigeria 60 days, that's 2 months before the current ultimatum that came with embargo and sanction. So what is going to happen now is that it's bigger than releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do you know what Mozanga has done? A Pan-Africanist from Kenya, Mozanga, a good friend of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even people actually speculated Kanu was about or on his visit to him, paid him visit. That was how Kanu was abducted at night, blindfolded, chained and shackled into Nigeria. Mozanga is going through hell. He was going through hell since 2021. It's not easy with him because that guy is a good friend, was a good friend to him. And the abduction in Kenya, Kanu has actually found out that it wasn't Muzanga's fault. That's why we are not hearing from Kanu that Muzanga roped me, Muzanga disappointed me, Muzanga actually betrayed me or sold me into the hands of the enemy of Biafra. So what is going on right now is Muzanga has succeeded on prevailing on the British and other Western Europe for confiscation, seizure of Tinubu's property all over UK, seizure of all the APC political juggernauts that were in charge of Kanu'S incarceration, arrest, illegal abduction in Nairobi. Anywhere in Western Europe, anywhere in Europe where their properties are, they are all facing confiscation. That's a fact. And British man, as a crooked man, is not going to dodge it. They are not going to resist it. They will never manipulate this instruction or order. The whole Pan-Africanists under Muzanga, they are working hard to make sure that Kanu is released. Or else, the useless Nigerian idiots calling themselves politicians, they are going to lose all their properties in Europe. Crooked politicians in Nigeria. They are going to face the music and all their properties are on the line here.
Finally, Mr. Ralph, I would like to ask a very important question so that the Biafrans will also hear your opinion. Do you think Peter Obi is a candidate that could actually be favorable to the Biafrans, or the Biafrans don't care if he's there or not?
We don't care if Obi is coming. If Obi wins election of 2027, we don't care. Personally, I don't care. I'm on the social media agitating for Biafra emancipation, working hard day and night to hear from good source or sources how Kanu is gonna gain his freedom. I don't care whether ADC wins election or not. I don't care if Atiku is causing trouble, playing all his dubious cards to destroy ADC. I don't care. I don't care if Tinubu is pumping more money into the system to rig 2027 election, for himself to retain the office of the presidency. Mr. Ralph, I don't care. I don't care if Nigeria is going to make Obi an Igbo man president for the first time after 1970 agreement that which will be reintegrated into Nigerian political system, which will be compensated and be part of Nigeria. I don't care. What I care right now is emancipation of Biafra, freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, liberation of the people of southeastern Nigeria. The Igbo man shall be free. It is very, very imperative to me. In fact, it is an imperative that Igbo man should be announced and they must pay in Nigerian states. All they know is pulling the trigger. That's why I developed that kind of phobia, looking at Nigerian army soldiers on their faces. Because to me, they are all brutes. They are bitch. These people are bloody bitch. They kill the two Igbo youths at sight. They don't consider at all. So you see what is going on now in Nigeria currently has actually proven that the manner Nigerian police handle Igbo case is not the manner Nigerian police handle Yoruba case. The manner Nigerian police handle Hausa case is not the manner they handle a man from Port Harcourt, Ikwere's case. The same thing applicable to on those Delta Igbo communities. They treat their cases different. Look at what happened at the Kwama community in Delta State when the soldier was, playing a role of mediator, mediating between communities over land case, land ownership. They went there, they paid many people in that community, even the local chiefs, because someone paid them. That was during Buhari regime. No, during Tinubu, that was 2023. Okwama community were reduced in their large number to the level of Ijaw communities in Bayelsa. They pursued them as far as from Okwama Delta State to Ijaw Delta, Bayelsa. Do you know why? They have Igbo blood. They know that Okwama, if you break it into pieces, you see that is a compound word. It might be Urobo and Igbo. Okwama. I don't know what you understand. They take it so aggressive, you know, let me say, they become too extreme on, you know, in discharging of their official duty. They will kill because we are Igbo. This is bigotry. They always sideline the Igbos, thereby petting Fulani, romancing Hausa, caressing Yoruba and the rest of other tribes in the Mid-Belt. So this time around, we've come out with our key studies and believe that the only solution to this kind of vices in Nigerian political system is dissolve the current state that is made up of Nigerian contraption, create a new one. Let us at least invite parliamentary system of government, regional government or confederacy, a situation whereby each region will be autonomous, managing their natural resources, having their police, regional police. Each and every region have their own police and army. Let us just coexist. This current state called Nigeria is no longer working. I'm telling you, it's not working at all because we lack cohesion. We are no longer coexisting, and the only better, you know, solution is to disintegrate Nigeria.
Well said, Mr. Ralph. You said it all. Now, a question also came up, like saying, even when they want to have mercy on the Igbos, when they talk about amnesty, they will collect their guns from them. But when it is time for the Fulanis, they give them amnesty, and still allow them to go with their rifles, with their guns. Yeah. What do you think is the agenda for all this?
The agenda for all this is land grabbing. The agenda for all this is domineering ideology. That domination ideology, Fulani has been dreaming for that over years, many years, until arrival of Buhari administration in 2015. Buhari actually made up his mind to fulfill what his grandpapa, Othman Dan Fodio, started 3 centuries ago. Othman Dan Fodio was the first jihadist in West Africa that stretched from Senegambia, Futajelo Highland, from 1804 down to northeastern Nigeria state of Borno State. I don't know what you understand. He actually conquered the northwest. The entire Sokoto Caliphates are Fulani domain today. Fulani has captured Sokoto, Katsina, everywhere in the northwest. They allow this caliphate in Sokoto, and the Sultana was the head until date. The spiritual father of northwest Sokoto Caliphate is Sadwana. That is Sultana of Sokoto. And now he stretched his conquest to Kanu. He overpowered Kanu and took over there. Even that Queen Amina, I think, that Queen Amina, yeah, they overpowered her because they changed his, religion, and she became a Muslim. From there, they stretched their conquest to Kanuri states of Borno. Borno believe they migrated from Sudan, it's true, and Yemen. But today, they fought hard to bring Borno back down. That's why you don't have Emir of Borno. You can never have Sultan of Borno because originally they are Muslims before the arrival of Fulani in 1804. So that's why Borno did not fall till today. Othman Dan Fodio could not control Borno. Kanu'S are there Gidimba, having large number of Christians and Muslims in Borno state. So what am I trying to say here? The agenda is land grabbing. They want to grab the entire land of Nigeria, especially the north that actually hosted them almost 3 centuries ago. They are now in control of north. As I'm talking to you now, when you see a wave-making politician, very, very famous in terms of political structures all over the regions, 4 cardinal points of north, he is a Fulani man. When you see an able-bodied, rich, opulent farmer in the north cultivating the entire land of north, making and thriving well in agriculture and farming, he is an Hausa man. Hausa man is not a desperate politician in the north. He is a good man. He might be a good Christian or traditional worshipper. They are not as desperate as Fulanis. So Fulani has actually destroyed the entire northern region because of their greed and the religious bigotry. Very late, they are not even fighting about religion again. What they are busy doing is unaliving, demising, reducing in their large number the Hausa locals or natives that actually allowed them to live among them in their land. That is.
Talking about Sultan of Sokoto, that brings me to my question. Sultan of Sokoto made a statement saying, anybody that is against one Nigeria is against the North. Anybody that talks about one Nigeria is an enemy of the Fulanis. Now, a lot of people have been coming out saying, does it mean that the benefit that is coming from the southern east of Nigeria is what you are after? What about the natural resources that is in the north? The Easterners are not gaining anything from this thing. What would you have to say about this? Is it just for their own benefit?
Thank you so much. They actually came with Islamization agenda using their forefather, their great-grandfather, Ottoman Danfodio, and his daughter, I think, Nana. Nana brainwashed the entire Hausa female, while Ottoman Danfodio killed, pied, murdered all the Sariki, the king of the Hausas, and take over there. And they inflict them with this injury of Islam, and the Hausas were turned to Muslims, all of them. So what we are saying is that Sultan of Sokoto is after the oil wells in the north, in the south, oil wells in Akwa Ibom belong to the entire indigenous people of Jigawa. According to a popular saying, listen, I repeat it again. Oil wells in Akwa Ibom state belongs to the entire people of Jigawa state.
In Akwa Ibom state.
In Akwa Ibom state. The owner of the oil well is Akwa Ibom. Oil well in Akwa Ibom belongs to the entire people of Jigawa state in the north. You see that kind of general saying or adage from Fulani oligarchs in the north. They believe that all the oil well in Anambra, Imo state, Rivers state, Delta state belong to the Fulani. All the states in the north, I name them: Katsina state, Zamfara state, Yobe state, Borno state, Jigawa state, Birnin Kebbi, and so on, even Bauchi. They believe that our oil wells belong to them there. What is it that in the north that belong to Nnamdi Kanu, the king, His Royal Highness Eze Israel, in Afiaruku community in Abia state? Is it Zamfara gold? Do we benefit from Zamfara gold? Is it the bauxite or the californium and the uranium in Zamfara forest? Do these solid minerals in Zamfara, in Sambisa forest, Borno state, belong to Hope Uzodinma in Imo state? Eastern states, eastern region does not belong, benefit anything from anything in the north. What belongs to the north that God has given them? Arable land, they cultivate the land, their farm produce, we don't benefit from them. They embark on mechanized agriculture in the north. The central does not benefit from it. It is peasant farmers sponsored by states and federal we have in the north, and all their families, they benefit from the proceedings at the end of the spell season or cultivation season. While the gold we mine in Porakot, in Uyo, Eket, in Calabar, in Imo, they all belong to the north. They use the proceedings to pay salary to the north. You see, I'm telling you, the cheating is too much. The only thing I know is that Sultan of Sokoto, the emir of Kanu, the rest of them in north are parasites. They are parasitic in nature, depending on the natural resources, proceedings from our God-given endowment. They pay salary to all the civil servants there. The only solution to this kind of subjugation and slavery is to dismember Nigeria. Disintegration of Nigeria has come to stay, and I'm assuring you, it is not negotiable. It is a must that Nigeria must divide. I am feeling cheated as a man that hails from southeastern region of Biafra.
Thank you very much, my viewers. We'll bring you the next episode.
You're welcome.